Hi, I'm Amy Wilkinson, a food industry consultant and coach, and this is my colleague and friend and podcast co-host, Lucy Wager, who is a food industry and product development consultant. I think I've got that right. We're here to talk to you today about our NPD fundamentals course and why we have launched this because we are really, really passionate about helping people in the food industry and particularly in NPD. So, Lucy, talk to us about your reasons for wanting to do this, and then I'll talk about mine.
Yeah, so I have wanted to start a product development course for a number of years now. So I've worked in the food industry for 20 years. I started in product development and I started my own food brand as well. So I did a bit more than just product development while I was doing that business. But at the heart of who I am, I'm a product developer. And I now consult with businesses, generally startup and early stage businesses, helping them with the whole complexity of concept to launch and scaling products. And through the years of working in the industry, I've used the stage gate process in very big businesses like big retailers, but also I've had it in my mind even when I was just a one-man band. And I understand the importance of understanding that stage gate process to get products to launch as effectively as possible. And I think there's a disconnect in the industry where we don't train people in the stage gate process. We expect people to basically start in product development and understand this process, which nobody really properly trains you in unless you're very lucky. So
Hmm.
I've had this desire to start an NPD course for ages. And then obviously, Amy, you and I do training for NPD teams, and we do our podcast, and we felt like it was the perfect opportunity to start to do this and to help people really understand the fundamentals of NPD, and understand when and how in the businesses that they're in they could start to utilize or to better understand the stage gate process and which areas are critical for them in their business. So that's really my reasoning. I've worked in product development my whole career, and I've also had this opportunity to start a small branded business as well. So I've seen it from all aspects, from manufacturing, from the retailer, and from a small startup. So I feel like I've got lots of experience and a breadth of knowledge to be able to sort of share that with everybody, regardless of the size of the business that they're in.
Yeah, and I've loved working with you on it because when we wrote the course, I can remember we wrote another course a few weeks before it, didn't we? That was on a totally different subject. And when we wrote this one, we were just like boom, 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 like so
Yeah.
much passion, so much to bring in, and actually we struggled to like get it down to what we wanted it to be because we had so much content to
Yeah.
give in it.
Yeah.
And I just think the fact that you have always worked in product development is great. And I think it complements my experience quite well as well. So I'll talk about that a little bit. So I've been in the industry 23 years now, and I started in process development. Well, I actually did a little stint in technical, worked in process development. Then when we met, I moved across into it was a concept and process role. Worked in product development for many, many years, absolutely loved it. But then I moved across into commercial and I had a 5 year stint working in commercial. So I think what that can help me bring is those different elements of thinking about, thinking about the scale up bit from my process background and all of the difficulties that you can have in that factory environment. Um, Also, the commercials, we talk about all the time, like you can have as many amazing ideas you like, but they've got to be commercially viable. So really thinking about what is important from a commercial perspective and making sure you've got a product that will actually sell at a price point that you need it to sell at. So I worked in commercial for a number of years, and then I moved across into category and marketing. And what that's brought me, and when we wrote the course, we realised that was, we've kind of got our zones of genius within the course, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's that really early stage consumer understanding. It's pre-concept, it's before, people talk about the concept to launch process, but actually the stage gate process is way before concept. It's consumer need, identifying those consumer needs. And what I think we bring together is you've got all of that core, 20 odd years in NPD. I've got a good decade in NPD, and then also working in the functions all around NPD. And what we bring together is that real breadth of understanding about what is important at each stage, and not just important for you as a developer, but important for the stakeholders around you, because that is really important in delivering um, market leading NPD, really, and delivering it in a timely manner, speed to market,
Yeah.
because actually getting all those other people on board with the process is a massive part of it. So, and I think what both of us have learned over the years, and we talk about on the podcast all the time, is how important your ability to influence other people and see things from other departments' perspectives is, to be able to launch a product. So we bring that into the course. So it's not just about what you need to do, it's about how you need to do it and how you influence people to get stuff done.
Yeah. It's a huge part of NPD, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
It's certainly not fluffy like people like to make out, and that's what this course is all about. It talks about the structure, the and it's a fluid structure. It's a structure, but it's a structure that can be
Yeah.
flexed for your business. And it's really important to have that in place, but it's also about the whole stakeholder management piece.
Yeah.
So
So
we would love to see you there.
yeah.
If you've got any questions about the course, do let us know. We're happy to answer any questions, and we would absolutely love to see you there.
Yeah.